The mother who adopted a little girl who survived abuse, isolation, and starvation is speaking only to WCPO 9 News. We thank you for joining us here at 5 o'clock. I'm Tanya O'Rourke.
And I'm Jasmine Stiles in for Craig. Charles Breeze was convicted of that child abuse just 24 hours ago. And today he was back in court accused of raping another child in his care. We want to bring in WCPO 9 News reporter Courtney Francisco. This separate rape case comes on the heels of a conviction, and this adoptive mother has been waiting for that.
That's right. This is a little girl I've been telling you about since 2019 when rescuers found her. She was 11 years old and 47 pounds in liver failure. I do want to let you know the adoptive mother asked we hide her face and name so as to not reveal her daughter's identity. Home videos show you how far she's come from that 11-year-old girl locked away, forced to wear diapers, beaten, and fed one plate of rice a day.
Turning on the shower, taking a shower, daily routine, brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, what time do you get up? She didn't, just typical things that you teach little kids, she didn't have a clue.
Her adoptive mother invited us into her home one day after a Brown County judge sentenced Charles and Margaret Breeze to prison for the abuse.
She didn't know how to play. That was a big thing. Hey, let's go outside. Well, what do you do out there?
She says the little girl's biological mother left her in the Breeze's care when she was 4. People connected to the family reported suspicions of abuse for years.
The children are older now, and they said they remember CPS coming, but they were threatened with, if you say anything, you won't make it through the night.
Until a homeschool teacher heard the little girl say she was hungry and alerted investigators. The child was 47 pounds in liver failure on her rescue day.
I'm not going to sit here and say that, CPS didn't do their job. I'm going to say that the parents did a good job at hiding what they were doing.
Now she's a straight-A 7th grader who loves volleyball and playing with makeup.
Her motto is, and we say it to each other often, they stole your childhood, they stole your development, but they're not going to steal your future.
The child wrote that in a letter to the Breezes on the day they were sentenced to 10 to 13 years in prison.
She smiled from the time we left the courthouse until she went to bed last night. She was still smiling this morning when she went to get on the bus. And she said she was very proud of herself for sitting in the courtroom and being able to stay in there the entire time and hear everything. She said it was good to see that they finally have to pay for all the things they did to her.
And don't be surprised if you hear from that teenager rescued from a life of abuse. She wants to share her story when she's ready to help others learn to cope.
She's taught us just as much as we've taught her. You should never take one day for granted. You should never take the things you have for granted.
But the journey is not over. Charles Breeze is now charged with raping another child in his care. He was scheduled for a hearing today to potentially plea, but his attorney asked for more time. He's back in court April 8th. Jasmine.